Hello there. It's been a while since I last posted. In fact, it's been... Oh dear. Anyhow, I promised that the wait was worth it. For in my inactiveness, I was working day and night on Aether, and now I've made a brand new devlog to show off all that I've done. So, for a bit of context, in the first video I posted on this channel, I talked about remaking my game from the ground up, because the demo I released for it last year didn't live up to my own expectations. A month or so after that, I had finished up on the introductory level I'd made for the new and improved Aether, and since then I've been redesigning the college level featured in my demo. I want to start off with some quick comparisons. First, we've got the courtyard, which in the demo was the last part of the level, but now it's where you first spawn in. Like before, it is still the boss fight arena, but I'll get into that later. As you can see, the layout is far more free and open, which is much better for the boss fight, and the architecture is overall more realistic. That doesn't really have anything to do with level design, but I thought it was worth a mention. The main building itself is mostly the same, though its floor planning has been redesigned to give more of an emphasis on movement. Like before, in the dorm room, a grappler will come out of the closet to ambush you, though there have been quite a few cosmetic adjustments. The classroom is functionally the same, where hands stick out of the floor waiting to attack, only now they are fully animated and have ragdoll physics should you choose to go full Doom mode on them. The library, however, is the most different from its original counterpart. You see, in the demo, a grappler would run past a hallway made of bookcases before disappearing into thin air. Then it would reappear behind you once you had found a key item in the level. But this time, it's the bookcases themselves you have to watch out for, as they throw books from their shelves while you run past them. This was a particularly difficult setup to pull off, as it mostly deals with physics, something I'm not all that good with, and I couldn't find a single model I liked online for the flying books, so I had to make one myself, which I might as well post to r/topologygore because... oh god. I've also removed 3 parts of the level. One was the introductory walkway, which I felt was kind of useless now that I'd designed a full-on intro level. The other is the elevator, which I replaced with something that I think is much better in terms of level design. I also removed the maintenance room, as there was no need for it now that the elevator was gone. And finally, I got rid of the dean's office, and I'll explain why. In the demo, you'd go around the level looking for a mystical artifact. Well, that's what you do in every level. It's kind of the whole point of the game, finding artifacts. But that doesn't matter. In this level, the artifact in question was locked away in the dean's office, and so you'd have to go around the map looking for these little statues that you could then use as offerings to open the door, in which you'd take said artifact off of the dean, this crucified skeleton I cobbled together using models I found online. Then you'd black out and wake up in the courtyard to fight the college level's final boss. It wasn't a bad idea per se, but the execution was more than a little convoluted. And so in this version, I've cut out the middleman by making the player bring their offerings directly to the boss. But of course, since he's from hell, he'll trick you into freeing him, and then you'll have to fight him for the artifact, which ties into the in-game lore much better and is just good level design. And last but not least is the biggest change of all. The college building is now all one level. You see, before, the map was made up of one big level, that being the hallways, and each room was its own smaller sub-level. I don't know why the me from last year did this. Perhaps he thought it would take less processing power, or maybe he was too lazy to make it all one piece. But the me from this year did, and while it may not seem like much, believe me when I tell you, it makes all the difference. Now of course, there's a couple of other small changes that have been made all throughout. The lighting's been redone to not be so heavy on your processor, the polygon count has dropped significantly, and a lot of the code has been simplified so that there's not too much going on under the hood. There are still some things to be done. For instance, the courtyard is missing a roof, and more pressingly, the boss fight still needs to be redone, but for the most part, the college level is over and done with. And as of now, the only thing I have in mind is making things even better in the level after this one, and the one after that, and so on and so forth. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And until next time, stay tuned.